Sorry it took a little bit longer. Yeah, I don't know why. Like the last month, Murphy hates the house's basement. I don't know why. He doesn't. I mean, his food's down here, and when I take him outside, I take him out through the basement door. That is literally the only time he comes down here. Every once in a while, like once every 2 or 3 nights, he'll wander down, which he did that at the start of this stream, just to check if I've got a treat for him. And then if I do, he'll eat it, then go upstairs. If I don't, he'll go upstairs. I don't know what changed. But he does not spend any time down here at all. Now when I'm working down here, he just sits upstairs by himself. I don't understand what it is. Something about the basement. He just doesn't like it. And Guitar Hero on stream, huh? I'm not gonna lie, I brought out the guitar because it wasn't Red Moosh actually that scared him off. He stayed through all of Red Moosh. I think Final Fantasy scared him off. For some reason, he doesn't like Final Fantasy. I brought the Guitar Hero guitar out because I've been using the PlayStation 3, which is, I have Rock Band on PlayStation 3. I don't have Guitar Hero. And I was kind of wanting to play it. I haven't done it yet, but I probably will at some point. Probably not on stream. I love music games. I miss having Murphy down here. I think, actually, what scared him off is the chair. As stupid as that sounds, I'm pretty sure it was the chair. When the arm would just drop suddenly and be really loud, he did not like that. He had actually left for a while, and then for my daughter's birthday at the start of this month, we were out of town for the weekend, and he was at daycare. And when he came back from that first day back, he was in his bed down here while I was working, and my arm is now fully broken, did its thing again, and he just he left, and he hasn't been back since. Except appeared. It was like we were powerless. Powerless. Should I have talked to all of them? I probably should have. Can I get down there? I don't know if I can get down there or not. Blind wolves. I know, it's really sad because, like, during the day especially, at night it's not that big a deal because he just goes and sleeps in his bed with my wife because his second bed is upstairs in our bedroom. But during the day, like where my daughter and I are downstairs pretty much all day while I'm working, at least all morning, he just stays upstairs by himself. I don't know. Blind wolves. This is a weird enemy. I healed it because I'm dumb. It's like they're actually blind. They can't hit me. This is a weird enemy. Am I missing something? Or does he just imply blind dogs? Also, why do wolves have an ability called Tusk? I've never known wolves to have tusks. That being said, I guess I don't personally know very many wolves. Even a blind dog does eventually find a bone. Look, it actually works in this situation. I can't hit the blind wolves either, apparently. Bards gained a job level and learned Twin. What the hell is Twin? Doesn't matter. I don't even care, because he's never taken off sword. Got an ether. Alright. That's okay. It's supposed to be pretty nice on a Friday this weekend. Hopefully this weekend we're gonna go out hiking. Even though it's still a little cold in the mountains and stuff. So it's not going to be ideal, but it's still supposed to be like 80. So get to take him out for, let him off the leash and just run around and do dog things for a while. Twin equals image, good to know. How's it going, Danny? Welcome back. How's the rest? You feeling a little bit better? I can't hit these stupid things. Maybe they... I would say that maybe they have echolocation, but if that was the case, they'd probably be able to hit more often in addition to dodging my attacks. So the real question that should be... I still have not got my voting up for Final Fantasy VI. I need to do that. Otherwise it's going to be too late. But the real question is, am I ever going to unequip the healing staff? It seems highly unlikely at this point in time. I think I'm just going to wear it forever. And ever. Alright. Not such a fan of this fight. There's too many of them. It takes too long. Oh, have they been putting blind on me this whole time and I just haven't been noticing it? That's... Go me. That's what that is. No wonder. Can't hit anything. Because when you're the person's actually selected, the glasses icon goes away. So I don't notice these things. What? Why are you still blinded? Did I not... I used the eye drops on the wrong person, didn't I? Maybe it didn't work. There it goes. I had to have used it on the wrong person. Or maybe I didn't do eye drops. Got him. Oh, 4 DPS party for Final Fantasy VI. I mean, Final Fantasy VI, isn't everybody just DPS? Isn't that kind of how the game works? My DPS will have healing spells, but there are no dedicated healers in Final Fantasy VI, right? I'm not going to go through with a no healing run. That would be painful. I'm sure it's doable. I don't want to grind that much to make it doable. Out of curiosity, if everybody in chat could request one Final Fantasy VI character to have in the party, which one would it be? Maybe we'll just decide right here and now. The Twin Lizard. A Rage. A Rage. Man. Oh no, that's not good. Arise. Arise, champion. I know there's so many characters and you can only pick one. Raz, who did you desperately want to use but you just couldn't make work in your party design? Is it Setzer? Is it Strago? Is it Umaro? I know you wanted to use Umaro a little bit. Really? I don't remember who was in your party. You had Sabin. You had... Did you have Celeste? I don't remember if you had her or not, or Celeste. They heal up to full. Or realm. That's a crazy thing. I mean, for a game like Final Fantasy VI, it really doesn't matter. Short of giving you uncontrollable characters, that kind of sucks. Any other character is perfectly viable. Some of the character's special abilities are obscenely strong, but magic is really good, so it's not a deal breaker. And all of them are really good. Sketch is kind of eh. That's might be the only one that actually is kind of sucky. Setzer's is pretty good. I was assuming that they were going to get some votes, just because it feels like nobody ever uses them. How's it going, MFC? Nobody cares who I played through Final Fantasy VI with. You guys are going to be the actual jerks and make me decide. Brutal. Brutal. Look at me calling my viewers jerks. I hear that's what the pro streamers do. Play with the ones that win. Oh, you son of the beach. That's the thing, MFC. When I'm using them, of course they're gonna win. That's everybody. Duh. No brainer. The Coco Moco Nuts. Wasn't there a song about that by the Beach Boys? Coco Moco Nuts? Something like that? Who knew that they prophesized the coming of Breath of the Wild? There you go, MFC. Look at that. We're thinking alike there. I think it was the Beach Boys, wasn't it? I could be wrong on that. Yuck. Paid back attacks. Row, row, row your boat. So can I kill the A-Rage? Maybe? I don't know how many hit points it's got. That's the thing. Before it does, arise. Arise, champions. Okay, so here's the thing about Mix. Does Mix have a heal that heals everybody? Because if it does, it might just be better than White Mage. Which would be hilarious and sad. And then maybe I could just do Summoner Mix. I feel like that can't be possible, though. It's the Massa. Nice. You're getting pretty far. If I do end up having to decide my party, Raz, I'll probably choose people that I haven't really played through with, which would include Realm and or Strago, because I don't know if I've ever played through the game with either one of them. Although I know that Strago is pretty good. He's got some good stuff. I think he has inherently high magic, so that is good for him as well. I mean, is this where I make a statement about when has a priest ever been the top healing spec in WoW? Unless you count shields as heals. Shields are not heals. Shields are dumb. They should have been removed from the game a long time ago. That's my opinion, though. I know, Raz. Sabin is very, very strong. But you know what? He just makes everything so much smoother. Sabin and Edgar are both. If I play through, I might play through without them, because they're both super strong. I don't know if you ever did this, Raz, but since they use their special attacks, which don't care what row they're in, you can just stick them in the back row. So not only do you have super strong attacks, but you're also taking reduced melee damage because it doesn't matter. I don't know where I'm supposed to go here. This is a dead end. I don't remember MFC. Have you played through 6? Final Fantasy 6, that is. If it wasn't obvious that we'd be talking about Final Fantasy, that is to say. Oh, I healed the wrong person. Probably the only one that I would actually bulk on is Gauk, just because I don't want to grind in the Velt. So if he somehow, if I put the vote up and he somehow gets the top vote, be forewarned, I might just pretend like or I might just not put him on the list. Maybe that's what I'll do. There you go. I can just avoid the situation altogether. No vote-in slot either. No write-in. Gao is just not a character in this game. That's a valid question. Dead end. Cryo? What's the matter? It's an illusion of X deaths. How do you know? Because he's a super mage now. Grandpa, give me strength. Gotcha. So you haven't played 6. Oh, man. And 9? And 5 and 4? Dude, you've missed out on some really, really good Final Fantasies. Even Galoof, Drogon, Ziza, Galoof. They're all gone now. I don't have long myself. Dude, did Bartz actually kill Kelga? He punched him so hard he collapsed his lungs. Finally going to take the big sleep. Uh-oh. The guardian angel. Who the? That you, Galoof? Growl and the others. He's crying yellow tears, it looks like. That's weird. High five, MMC. Me too. I don't social media at all, ever. Because I'm really bad at, you know, being a real live human being that talks and communicates with people. Everyone, lend me your power. For Lord Kelga, I'm going to destroy X-Death's illusion. With my last bit of strength, I'll get you all into X-Death's castle. Agreed, Raz. I dig the music as well. And I love the food that you get down there. Cajun food? It's probably my favorite. Probably my favorite, which sucks because I've never really lived any place I can get good Cajun food. Real talk, when I was in college, actually, I went to Iowa State, which is close by Des Moines. And Des Moines, downtown Des Moines, I don't know if it's still there, used to have a really good Cajun restaurant. Grandpa and werewolf? You mean Kelga? Everyone's power. So this is what the tower looks like. It's a lot creepier this way. The walls are breathing. Holy crap, even the music was an illusion. This is a creepy, creepy dungeon. Yeah, exactly. Oh, and they even the monsters were illusion. Die, Magic Dragon. Die, Reflect Mage. RF. RF. Reflect Mage. I hate Reflect Mages. Die, Reflect Mage. Unfortunately, I probably won't be going to New Orleans for quite some time because I don't... Well, actually, you might or may not be able to answer this, MFC, since you weren't there with kids, I don't think. And you probably weren't looking through things as a lens of whether or not this would be kid appropriate. But how kid appropriate would New Orleans be? New Orleans. I feel like it's one of those things like Vegas. Technically, it's supposed to be a family-friendly destination, but you're not going to get the full experience with a family. It's just not going to happen. Magic Durgan. Don't go out at night. Yeah, see, exactly. I'm not going to New Orleans if I can't do anything after sundown. That's when all the fun shit happens, right? Not going to happen. Not for many years. Unless I can somehow get away from my family. Like find a work reason to go to New Orleans. It's probably not going to happen with my work. I don't think we have anything in the area. Pretty almost positive we don't have anything in the area. It's a weird place to have a... I don't have that thief thing anymore. Oh no. Yuck. This is a lot of stuff. At least they all die rather fast, I guess. The old Temp Tango. We'll just let that blind wolf do blind things. Sounds totally plausible. I'm surprised that's the first time you've ever had a po' boy, MFC. That's one of the things that's on my... It's a staple on the menu. Which I'm sure I don't make them as good as... Who cast Ice 3 on that? Oh, we Temp Tangoed that thing. That's why. I don't make them as good as you'd be able to get them in New Orleans. Almost certainly. But of course I make them. They're so good. They're so good. This is all kind of weird. Arise. Arise, champions. Level 2 old. That's... Damn. You're right, Raz. All that shrimp, or not shrimp, all that bread. Man. Interestingly enough, I learned to love Cajun. I grew up in a, not like that, a teeny tiny, there's only 100 people that live here town, but it was a really small town. Like my graduating class was like 83 people, I think. So not super, super tiny, pretty small town. And we had a little golf course, which wasn't a great golf course because it was a small town. Now that being said, I grew up in northwest Iowa, and there's like the lakes, the Iowa Lakes region in the northwest part of Iowa, Spirit Lake, Okoboji. That is strangely and I do mean strange because I don't know why this ever happened, but it's a pretty big tourist spot in the summer. So the golf course, there was some reason, I guess, for people to visit the town I grew up in, which was Esterville. I already named the towns by there, so anyway. So that golf course, at one point, are they actually going to kill Ferris? No, okay. It switched owners, and the owner there decided he wanted to try to make something of it. So he brought in a chef from New Orleans to come work at the golf course, or the country club, whichever you want to call it. It wasn't really much of a country club. At the golf course to cook Cajun food and have a fancy schmancy Cajun restaurant in an area that you could not get that. I mean, you probably would have had to drive 3, 4, 5 hours to find Cajun food anywhere around there. And the food was amazing. You brought back the golem because you're a dick. I hate you. We gotta kill the A-Rages first. I don't want to have that happen again. So that's where I learned to love Cajun food. It didn't last very long. I imagine it wasn't very cheap to bring in a chef from New Orleans, but yeah. I don't know where I was going with that story, but that's where I was introduced to Cajun food. Unfortunately, given the nature of it, it was kind of expensive, so I didn't get to eat it very often because we didn't have very much money growing up. Yeah, ever since then, whenever I get the chance, I eat it up. When we lived in Charlotte for a while, my friends there would sometimes do like a big clam bake or a big like a seafood bake, where they have that gigantic pot full of all sorts of seafood fixins, you know, crab, lobster, shrimp, whole ears of corn, all that kind of stuff. And they would just spread like a big cloth on a picnic table and just dump it all out. And everybody would sit around the table and you'd eat. Not necessarily New Orleans food, but also delicious. So good. I'd like to attempt to do something like that on my own someday, but yeah, it'd be hard to do that. It'd be hard to do that. I don't know where all the secrets were. I mean, it's a different way to eat, for sure. But yeah, oh my god, the food is so good. We'll heal you, I guess. Black Warlock. Fire. PK Fire. I was going to heal him anyway. Our Fleck Mages. Those are jerks. How far, this might be too personal of a question for you, so feel free to not answer at MFC, but how far south in Florida do you live? Because you're not too terribly far away from Louisiana. Of course, that being said, I guess I'm in Tennessee, so I'm not that too terribly far away from Louisiana either. And I don't have Creole food around here, but it kind of surprised me that you wouldn't have any. Seems like you potentially could be close enough that there'd be some bleed over. Oh, Best Buy. They can never get their April Fool's jokes on time. Or maybe they're trying to be edgy and do it the day after. Kind of the reverse of Black Friday. No, we're not going to do Black Friday on Black Friday. We're going to do Black Friday a week before. Now they're doing. We're not going to do April Fool's Day on April Fool's. We're going to do April Fool's Day the day after. Tackle. I know. It was likely. I don't know if I'd get Persona on Switch or not. Rise, champions. We're actually going the week that school lets out for my son. We're going to be doing a vacation in northern Florida. I can't remember the name of the place. It's something with a T. I don't remember though. Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't feel like a usual man versus game. That being said, I have not watched him all that much, unfortunately. But okay, there you go. So I was right. There we go. Doom. Oh, you... Why do they always kill the healer? Fire... First stacked? First stacked. First attack. First attack. Got it. First attack. I know what it is now. I was able to translate it. I don't know what that is.